Okay. That should be better. Better titles, all of that stuff. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Hello to anyone who is... Okay, hopefully a restream will work for the messages. Good evening. Nah, terrible idea. Once again, you catch me at work. Sorry about that, Paladin. If I do it any later, it means I don't get to sleep. So, 8 o'clock UK is like, I think it's probably 3 PM if you're Eastern, US. So, apologies, but we should, hopefully you'll be able to get an hour. If you finish at 5, you get an hour to paint after work. So, I should be going to around 11. Maybe a bit of an eating stream to start off with. So Twitch is struggling to update. Evening, Phil. Forgive me while people tune in. I'm just going to eat my rice. Sauce of slow day. 2 Central. Okay.
What happened? My wife's.
Yeah, there's been a bit of a slow week, to be honest. Hey. Dead Flesh, that's an inviting stream. Hey, Triple Pal. Yeah, I'm going to be trying out some new things. Normally I start with the airbrush. And I kind of just do everything with that. I'm going to try and brush it on today. Kind of like glaze the flesh in different areas. Because you've got loads of little, like, I wanted to do this guy because I want to vary up the flesh across the team. This guy has like 4 different fleshes on him. And this model is just super cool. But I, in a hurry, finished work late, had to make dinner. A mad rush. Chucked a whole load of cumin into this thing. Tastes like curry. Pretty good. Okay. Got my box set assembling the nobility team. Ah, very cool. How are you finding them? I think the models are just like really, really cool in that team. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, is that gonna be okay? Yeah, that'll be alright. This brush might be a little bit on the big side. Something a little bit more wieldy. We're gonna have Warhanam join us later, hopefully. But all depends if his kids are behaving. I don't know where to start really with this. The main scheme is going to be kind of various fleshes. I kind of want greens. Oh, big gunk on me from the my airbrush filter is just completely kaput. I've got like brown ink everywhere. Kind of like greens, blues, purples, and then the trousers probably maroon and blue, like navy blue armor. Something creepy. Just try and get this gunk off me. Gonna paint them as the New York Guardians after Project Battlehawks. I'm loving your NFL teams. I'm assuming these are all NFL as well. I loved seeing your Gronk and friends. Just sending my nobles after a 20-odd year hiatus, Macca. Very cool. That's nearly as long as I've been around in the world. What brought you back in? New edition? New models? Okay. First things first. Get some tones to some flesh. I want green. Blue. Get some black and white, of course. that actually white? Last time it was actually a different colour. Yep. I'm gonna start with that. XFL, sorry, yes, of course. New painter here, loved your villain ability. Thank you, David. Yeah, they're good fun to paint. They should all be done now. I'm still working on the ogre. I've got him still here. I'm just kind of burnt out on them for a bit, but I'll finish him off Sunday. Someday he'll be done. New edition Maka, yeah. It's I'm not surprised that brought you back. I am really liking the changes. Be interesting to see what it's like in League when that all opens up. Ability team feels New York Guardians. I'm so sorry, but it's all over my head. The other Ben is the American football guy. Me and sports are not the closest dudes. I know my NFL teams to some degree. Like, I know a few. But that's about where it cuts off, I'm afraid. Blackhawks are going to be LA Chargers because of Gridiron Heights, Phil Rivers. Those are sports words. Okay, so I kind of want to get like a really thin glaze on this. So I should have glaze somewhere. Probably in here. I'm always chasing this stuff. Okay. Want like a sickly green. The white will desaturate it. The black will darken it to more of a grey with a green hue. I want it to be a bit more green. That's pretty gross. So keep that there. I think I'll also make up a skin tone. Like Tomb Kings as Chiefs. I'll leave it to you guys to sort out because cheat. I'll get skin tone from up here. So, anyone who's watching, we've got Paladin working on his nobility. What else are people working on? Or what else do you want to start working on? Starting a Chaos Chosen team called Chaos Theory. I mean, that is a fantastic name. Yeah, basically I'm going to apply this like green, sickly green shade as a wash. That might be a little bit too thin. Add some more flesh tone in. What's that? Ah, no, that's a paint. Maybe it was right the first time. And if this doesn't work, as I thought it would in my head, I'll go and paint it with regular paints. Elf Union, Necromantic, Nobility and Black Orcs in that order after assembly. That is a big backlog you have there. We're also working on it for All Stars Human Team. Brilliant. Okay. Not convinced it's going to go so far as I planned. With its skin, you know. I think I might be better off just going in a flesh tone and washing after that. Evening, Bafsky. Good to have you with us. Paint's get everywhere, man. Yes. Okay, I keep a cloth next to me for this exact reason. That is improving enough. Everything is disaster. What do I do? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. If the music and stuff is too loud or anything, please shout. I had a little volume test earlier on, but it never really seems to go as planned. So if the volume is changing and stuff, please just let me know. That'd be awesome. Okay, let's just try a regular skin tone. Up here. Yeah, these do not look going over black. Wow. Hey, Cal Milkshake. Or if you'd join us. So explain to me, with the XFL, where it's all like experimental, is it going to become like Death Race or something soon, where they start giving them like weapons? Because that would be proper entertaining. Becomes like actual Blood Bowl. XFL is more high-speed football. Ah, okay, so they don't like... They just like let them loose then. Not like no rules. ...2001 season. Oh really? In what way? Just violence? 'Yeah, I still have no idea where I'm going to go with this model. I'm just going to throw paint at it. If something works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm going to repaint it. I just thought, have you guys join me as I work this out. There's no plan here. Just choosing colours, thinking that might work. The only plan I have is I think I'm going to do maroon for the pants and navy blue. Only because my wear team are in that colour. And I want these guys to sort of hail from the same place. 2001 was more Smash Mouth football with Vince McMahon trying to do pro wrestling story. That is pretty ridiculous. Blood Bowl, if you think about it, it's all just special teams that makes it all the more brutal. Yeah. That would be so cool though, wouldn't it, if you like real life football, you had like mixes like Blood Bowl. When people have skills and they're only allowed to do certain things. I guess you kind of have that, don't you? With your positionals, they can only do certain things. But like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy has the wrestle skills, so he's allowed to just like pull people down to the ground. Gives them that extra rights. How, Chimera Chick, hey. How easy was assembly for these models? These ones, okay. Flesh Golem, amazing. Super easy. Werewolf, like 3 parts. Incredible. The Scarecrows, they are awful. They are so bad. I had such a nightmare assembling them. And like this dude over here, this zombie. Like these are not fun to assemble, I will say. They're not difficult per se, they're just stressful. So there's like, you have to like join up the sticks together, and there's like the head has a stick, the body has a stick, and then this body is in 2 parts for some reason, so you got to stick a front onto it and then the arms onto that, and there's just like a tiny contact point. So it's kind of like the old Warhammer skeletons. Yeah, it's just not that fun, but like the rest are really good, and it doesn't take away from the team at all. Like once they're built, aren't they? They'll probably be easier to paint than build. Hire and play football. Run all that tacticals, giving us skills and jobs not working. Yeah, that's fair. Skelly still looks like an extra on the Thriller. Oh, he totally is. No, 100% is Thriller pose, isn't it? I love all the references on this team. Like Bryce Campbell with his chainsaw hand. The skeletons. There aren't any skeletons in Necromantic. There's just zombies, but they're kind of like, some are zombies, some are scarecrows. Can you remove the pegs for maybe easier assembly on the scarecrows? They'll probably make it hard if you take anything away, honestly. Again, it's not too bad. Well, okay. No, I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty bad, but it's not unfun as per se. How's it going, man? Looking up to pick up the Punga Necro sometime next year. I know, right? The Punga Necro team was just so nice, so nice. I'm hoping it comes to their printing Patreon so that I can print it at some point. But yeah, like Punga, man, they make some. They probably make my favorite Blood Bowl minis. Probably. I just think that the style is just so spot on. The models are so great. I think they're yet to be beat, really. Evening, Zeph. Good to see you. Noted. Yeah, it's yeah. No, again, it's not bad. It's just out of all the Blood Bowl teams I've assembled, I think this is probably the hardest. That might just have been me. I wouldn't take it as your very first assembly job, or if it is, maybe get someone to help. YouTuber called KTO did a short X4 video. It's easy to track down and still get all the juicy stuff. I might actually have to give that a go because this does sound pretty fun. The Punga Werewolf that would work for the Wolfstar player, or Wilhelm, yeah, Wilhelm Cheney. Yeah, you're right. I might have to just pick it up for that, honestly. And their flesh golems would be good for Frankenstein. Yeah, Paladin, they are pretty tricky. Yo, Warhanam. Good to have you along. I'll jump on Discord if you want to come and have a chat, as usual. Okay. Hopefully you can still hear stuff. Do they need a lot of work in filling gaps and such? I didn't bother. The werewolf particularly is really clever at hiding it. It just hides it within its fur. This guy, like, you can see some if you look really closely. Like under there is a gap. It's not enough for me to care. I don't tend to bother gap filling anyway, unless it's like really egregious. Yeah, right. Where is our Discord? Okay. I don't know how that Halloween feel, but I can see the appeal. Yeah, I think it's pretty Marmite. It's quite a bold choice, like, to go fully Halloween, especially a month after Halloween. But you know, I think it works. I think I like it, especially after reading the Spike. It's kind of like, it's quite exciting, different. Yeah, it's a fun aesthetic, and you know, if Nightmare Before Christmas can celebrate Halloween 2 months after, then so can Blood Bowl. Did the noble shoulder plates take a lot of work? I see some shared photos saying they're pretty. Yeah, those are pretty bad gaps. Again, I didn't really bother, but like, it was a bit annoying having the gaps so, like, obviously there. I never like two-part shoulder plates. They do it quite a lot in, like, Warhammer. Hello, Ian. I cannot hear
Oh
you.
there.
Ah, hello. There we go.
Hello. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just turn you up. Can you guys hear Ian okay? Because I remember last time I did this, you were like really quiet. I only saw on like the playback that you were like super quiet. That was my bad.
I can try.
No. It's on my end because I've got like volume mixers and stuff for the music and my mic and that. I just have to equalize it.
You're a bit echoey to me, so I don't know if that's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Unless you're stood in the subway.
Ooh, am I echoing on the stream?
I didn't hear you when you were just a minute ago.
Okay. Try something else on Discord.
I can live with it.
Okay, you can. I'll just be echoey. Be easy.
No, it's fine.
Cool. How is his volume now? Ian is very quiet, says Benjamin Kingsley. Yeah, I've have turned you up.
Okay. Do you want me just to try and talk a bit louder, or?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll just keep monitoring it. Yeah. Anyway, how are you? How have you been?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, all going well.
That's good.
Yeah, yourself? How are you finding the Necro?
Yeah, they're really fun. They are really fun. Like they kind of. I wasn't sure about them initially, but then like I know when they got released, I was just like, oh hell yeah! And then I started having doubts the closer it came, just thinking, do I really want something so stylized? Like,
Are people gonna laugh at my bed sheets?
yeah. And so I wasn't even gonna. Yeah, I wasn't gonna use the sheets. I had something else printed, but then they arrived and I started building them, and I thought actually these are a lot of fun.
They're really nice models, I think.
Yeah, this flesh
really well
golem
done.
is like proper Blood Bowl pose. Like I just love everything about this. It's so meaty and just looks the part.
How did you find the building? I've heard a few people say they take a very long time.
We were just talking about that on
Is that the
stream.
case?
So Chimera Checkout was asking. Yeah, the flesh golems and werewolves are like super easy. Especially the werewolves. Werewolves are literally 3 parts.
Chunky bits, I think.
Yeah. The zombies though are just pretty horrible.
Oh, really?
It's like they have a stake that goes up their back because they're like scarecrows, and everything connects. They've got little notches and ridges, and everything has like a slot, and you just have to sort of build up your wooden pole.
Oh no!
It's like a 2mm contact point.
Yeah. So is it something you recommend definitely doing it in order?
What do you mean?
Do you need to do the joining up in order, or is it all kind of just step 2, stick everything to the peg?
Oh no, it's kind of in order. Yeah, there's some bits you can't really do without doing the other bit. Yeah.
Okay.
The zombies and wraiths. Yeah, I didn't have too much issue with the wraiths, but I can see why you say that. Not like the zombies.
I guess the wraiths have got quite a small contact point, have they, with the base?
The base is used. Let me just check. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. I mean, they have slotters, so that helps.
And they actually use them.
Yeah.
But you still have to cover a load up there, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bothered with this one yet. Probably regret that. So I'm still in my dinner.
That's
It's been a bit of a mad rush.
Chowing down on that.
It's good. It's mushroom fried rice. Very tasty.
Very nice.
What are you working on?
I'm working on my test lino for my nobility team.
Oh, cool.
So just trying out a little scheme. Now I'm just going on to. I've had a little bit of a battle with the eyes on this one.
Yeah.
The way with the human people.
Pretty tiny.
Kind of like, yeah, not particularly well defined. They're just like some sockets. I don't know. I'm hoping it's just with this particular model. I'm doing the lady lino first.
Okay, that's fair. I started with the chunky dude.
Yeah, I just quite like the model. So it was quite cool.
It is my favorite model in that. Sure.
And it's only got 2 feathers, so I thought in terms of getting a test model done a bit quicker,
Yeah, that's
Kill
fair.
one with 2 feathers.
Definitely. Count milkshake. I got myself a pot of AK Interactive. I'm assuming plastic glue, and I'm using it for the Black Orcs ability teams. It's supposed to be a super strong bond. I mean, it gets glued by if I apply some force, but if I apply some force, it will split. Haven't used the AK glue, but I would assume if it's plastic glue, should be okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't need to. If it's plastic glue, you shouldn't need to put all the force in at once.
Yeah.
As in, just slowly push it together. Don't kind of just try and, smash it together all at once.
Yeah.
And you can always, because the glue takes a while to actually do its stuff. You've got a little bit of wiggle room and time to play around.
That's why I like plastic glue. Like Ben uses super glue like a madman, but it gives you no. It's either fully glued or not at all. Super glue.
Yeah. And then as you drop it, the whole thing just shatters.
Yeah.
It's so brittle.
At least with plastic glue, it kind of becomes one thing. First, I like the sheets. They look good. Yeah. Camera check. Any idea how to get a passing widget without getting the new BB box? If you want one, yeah, eBay will have one. Yeah. I
have seen people giving them away on the community.
Yeah, I don't tend to use them myself. I tend to use like grids instead. I think it's a little bit less ambiguous. There's even one in the rulebook, but if you look online for like a BB passing grid, there'll be one. Kind of shows you where short pass, quick pass, long pass, and all that is. I find that a lot easier to read.
Lots of people already have. Do you mean like a printed grid or the actual like measuring stick? Sorry.
I think Chimera's asking about the measuring stick. Where to get one of those? Okay.
Well, I imagine there'll be loads around.
Yeah, I check eBay.
People would have got the old set and the new set, sort of thing.
Yeah, and like for myself, I might end up selling them because I don't. Yeah, we really don't. The rope on the right arm on the Wraith. Yeah, that's fair. I can see what you mean. I think because I did all the zombies first, I did the Wraith last. I was just like, oh, this is all right, but. Just stick some mini putt in a slot before texturing, Tobias. Yeah, that works. We're a big advocate of just like masking tape or tissue glued over it or something like that. Tends to then you don't have to wait for it to dry or use up your mini putt. A bit cheaper. Zephyr, is anyone else working on anything tonight? I'm working on some Plague Marines from the Series 3 Space Marine Hero sets that we bought at Guards Mortarion. That's a really good use for them.
Great.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite Nurgling from that set? Because there's some good ones.
Let's have a look. Space Marine Heroes 3. I love all these heroes ranges though. If you want like characters or to diversify units, have some sergeants. They're just perfect for that. Thanks for the follow, Van Von Hunter. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of cool Nurglings. Dude with a skull. Macbeth. Macbeth? No, it's not, is it? What's the one with the skull? The Shakespeare thing where he horses.
Yeah, that's
it's Macbeth.
Or not to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is.
Yeah, it's probably him, to be fair.
We'll go with it. Some sort of. Actually, there was a Gene Stealer like that in Space Hulk that we used to call Shakespeare.
Really?
He looked like he was.
Oh, I know the one. Because my mate uses the Space Hulk Gene Stealers. Yeah, I do know that one. Brilliant. I switched to YouTube since Twitch was laggy. Ooh, is it? I'll double check it. What else we got?
Just say if you need me to duck out or anything.
Sorry?
Just say if you need me to duck out and
Oh no, it'll be fine. It probably won't be a disconnection. Thanks for the answer, lads. No worries. Ben and me must be glue brothers. I use super glue just because I get it for pennies from work. Jealous.
To be fair, it definitely has its uses, and there's certainly some models I have used it on before, plastic-wise, like the spirit hosts from Age of Sigmar are kind of notoriously hard to stick with plastic glue because they require so much kind of balancing and holding together. As in, you can't just stick a piece and leave it.
Oh, okay.
So you know, sometimes with the hidden joins as well, just stick some super glue on, so it's done kind of instantly.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's one of those rare instances.
The one eating the pus from the cannon. That's the favourite nurgling. So disgusting. Doesn't matter if you use a plastic glue like it was super glue. Applying it on the places to glue instead of that whole capillary thing I keep hearing the YouTube plane model vids. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, what's capillary thing?
I'm assuming, is that like where you get like the surface tension, like kind of covers it? Yeah, I don't know. I tend to just stick it where it needs the glue and then just. Best nurgling is sassy nurgling. Yeah, well, that is definitely that would always be the best nurgling.
The one with the hands on hips.
Yeah, I think that's Mortarian kit he comes in.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah.
Just make sure you wipe away the excess fast. Yeah. Oh, sorry. The worst one is the cat from Warhammer Underworlds. Sorry. Oh yeah, no, the cat nurgling.
No,
yeah.
That thing.
I don't think that's even a nurg. Can you call that a nurgling? Like a familiar. I think it has a name on the cards. Can
Yeah. What's she called? Like Gracilla or something, or?
She's Fecula.
Fecula, that's
Fecula Flybone. Because conveniently enough, I actually have the entire deck right here.
Yeah, because you've been working on nurgling from there, haven't you?
I have. Yeah. One of these cards is that little dude. I think he has his name. It's the Wretchling. Now, sweet Wretchling. Okay. No need to fuss.
I think who's going to win? We should do an epic cat battle between Wretchling and Gyring. What's he called? Gyrinx? The one that Inari or whatever her name
Oh is. Yeah. Interesting.
Cat battle.
Also, we've got all the frost sabers. You want to include them? It seems a bit OP though.
Yeah. They're kind of in their own category, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sort of domestic cats to one side.
Oh no. Trouble paint on camera is you keep painting in places you haven't even realised you've ruined.
Yeah, the number of times I've done that today with trying to do these eyes, like, okay, it's good enough, but now I can make that better. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've definitely just got to that point of just leave it now. Otherwise, you're going to be doing it for a long time.
That was the nobility stream in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Do the same thing again and again.
To have a proper little checkout of yours at some point.
What of the the nobility?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good fun. They just took a while.
Yeah.
Oh, we've all been there. Trust me, the Elven Union Blood Bowl team was the first kit, and the faces sucked to put on. Yeah, I hate assembling them too. I actually replaced the heads completely with high elf ones, partly because of that.
High elf.
Yeah, my high elf team.
Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Now. I was thinking nobility for a second there.
Oh no.
What? I mean, yeah. If you wanna scream ostentatious and posh, then
yeah, exactly.
Head on.
Hello, Monterim. Welcome to the stream. Zephyr says, "Don't see the sassy one on Mortarian." Which kit was it then? I remember which kit he came on.
Yeah, it might be like Terminator Lord. Was that one of them?
Oh, you might be right actually. I think it might have been on one of the lords. Try that, Zeph. Just look at the whole range.
At some point, they did like a what do you call it? But like a guide to various Nurglings.
Really?
They had it on the community site, I think.
I missed that.
With all the different types of Nurglings.
Sassy on there.
There's some good ones. Yeah, and then there's the Knight one from the Great Unclean one. That's cool.
Oh yeah, he's got the helmet.
One of the sword. Yeah.
Oh yeah, capillary thing is when you apply the glue in a point of the union, it spreads on its own. I honestly haven't heard of that, but you know, if that works, I might just give that a try. I think the glue I tend to use is a bit too thick though.
Well, as in just pop it in the middle and let it work its way out when you push it together.
That's what I assume, yeah.
Oh, I feel like that's just a posh name for something that's probably a lot of people just do anyway.
Yeah. Or it might be like you put them together and then dip the glue on and it kind of fills the gaps.
Oh, okay.
But you need like really liquid glue like the Tamiya stuff, wouldn't you, for that? I'm actually considering not bothering the nobility team and sack them off. I mean, that's fair, if that's not your thing. But yeah, I enjoyed them. I'm looking forward to running them in the league. I think they could be quite fun. A real challenge.
I think they'll definitely feel like underdogs, actually, won't they?
They really will, yeah. Every time I look at them, I think the humans do this bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, some interesting choices, isn't there, with design-wise?
Yeah.
Not quite sure on a few of them.
I feel like the linemen really got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, I mean, at least they only give you 4 in the box.
Yeah, so you're not incentivized to take any more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, the human lineman is 50k, and you lose an agility, you lose an armor, and you gain fend for 5k.
Yeah, the armor 8+ is a real baffler.
Yeah.
Because the other positionals are 9, aren't they?
Yeah. Everyone else was 9.
Yeah, even the thrower.
Yeah. The thrower is just straight up better in every way.
That's just weird.
Especially when you look at the model. The model isn't armor 8 plus. It's like...
Oh, what, the thrower?
No, the lineman.
Yeah,
they're like armed to the teeth. Yeah.
Little jerking up.
Yeah. Like the nobility linemen look more armored than some of the human ones.
Yeah.
Bit baffling. Bonehead podcast, high off heads on Elven Union, sacrilege, one does not mix the elves. Except Elven Union are literally elves being mixed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to try high elves, it was like my first proper team. The one with the helmet on. I can't remember the helmet. Is the helmet one the Night Nurgling or the Sassy Nurgling? I think it's Sassy, isn't it? Sassy Nurgling wears a helmet.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
With his hands on his hips.
Yeah. Sassy Nurgling came in a separate Plague Marine Champion kit. There you go. You're right, Ian.
Possibly. Possibly right. I'm not sure if I actually meant that or not, but we'll say I did.
I've got my Treeman prepped and ready. This season is going to be daft. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really exciting. I think as well because we're all going to be going back after a long period of not playing.
Yeah, just be nice to be rolling again, won't it?
Yeah, new stuff, new books. Everyone's probably grown terrible facial hair, like myself. Yeah.
At least you had an excuse in November.
Yeah, I think I unintentionally did November. just too lazy to shave. Not going anywhere. Currently building my Chaos Chosen team while I wait for tomorrow to get my paints for my lizard men. So I'm watching for Masochism this evening. Can't wait to get my chameleons on the pitch. Cheers, Mike. Yeah, that'll be good fun.
Yeah, chameleons have kind of come into their own a bit now, haven't they?
Definitely, yeah. The essentially kick off return, isn't it? They got. I can't remember what the name of the new skill
it's
is.
like a combination of that, and they can move to intercept as well.
The pass block, yeah.
Yeah.
I think previously they just had pass block and shadowing or something, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, pretty
Definitely shadow.
pretty spicy players now. The problem is that I come up with fluff with human teams. Problem is that I come up with fluff with human team quite easily as I read a lot of Terry Pratchett, so part of me is thinking I could use them as nobles and characters from Discworld. Perfect. Definitely.
Oh, these guys would really fit that.
100%. The aesthetic is spot on.
Yeah.
Monterey in the Netherlands, lockdown has been kind of reasonable over here. Yeah, that's fair. It's won't comment too much on my thoughts on lockdown over here. Vaccine though, that's exciting potentially. Yeah, let's probably not talk about that. Gotta leave. Thanks for the stream. Cheers, Ben. Cheers for joining in. I'll swallow some rice. Hold on.
Spilling your rice.
Yeah, no, just inhale some rice. Yeah, cheers, Ben. You're back, Paladin. Had to do your job. Yeah, I hate when you have to do that. Sucks when you just want to paint. Work makes you work.
Yeah, I think some of our group have definitely fallen on their feet with that.
What do you mean?
Managed to combine working from home conference calls.
Oh yeah.
With paint from home.
God, yeah. If someone arranges a meeting, I'm just like, yeah, sure, yeah, I'll join. Sounds great. As long as it's one where you don't have to like share your screen, you can kind of listen, provide input.
Nod along.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Get some models built. I tend to do my building in that time. I think painting's a little bit too involved. I'll zone out of the meeting otherwise.
Yeah.
But
nothing too. Yeah, do something mindless.
Yeah. I hate building, so it's a good opportunity to do that.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're wasting time.
It's a good thing I've got, 2,000 points of ogres coming to build there. That'll be fun.
Oh, they're a piece of cake, though.
Yeah, they're easy. It's just not very fun.
No, your test one's looking really nice, though.
Yeah, I'll show some of them off. I was quite happy with it. So I've been working on some Age of Sigmar ogres, trying out different skin tones. So I've got this one, which is like basically done. This model, I think he is done. Just obviously sans the base. Got some base experimentation going on as well. Yeah, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go for quite high bases, try and make them look quite big.
Yeah, get the cork out.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to drop this in the palette, so I'll just show it off before I do. Yeah, I got another one. Tried to emulate it. Slightly different, but I think that's the thing with skin. You can get away with that. So hopefully each of them can improve. I tried a darker skin tone as well, because, you know, they're all nomads. They're going to pick up different clans. I was really happy with that. So these are so much fun to paint. They're probably the most fun I've had painting a model, are these ogres. It's crazy. So
they are good, aren't they? As in, you know, you've got like skin,
yeah,
trousers,
and then some metal,
and then a few extra bits, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. This thing, I don't know. This is going to take a long time.
Feels like you can spend a little bit longer, like doing some like trouser patterns or doing some tattoos and stuff.
Absolutely.
And I think those things are going to really make a kind of visual difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of gives you a nice canvas.
Yeah, definitely that is.
See you later, Alejandro. Cheers for joining. Behold the eat stream. Yeah, nearly done. Nearly finished my rice.
You should definitely get some big snacks in when you do your ogres.
Yeah, oh, that's a good idea. Get some like giant like.
Ribs.
Yeah. Man. Oh. Bit my lip. Okay, don't eat on stream. I'm just gonna put this down. Being assaulted by light. This is chaos. Okay. Definitely bleeding. That's okay.
Right, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. It's absolutely gnarled up my lip trying to eat rice.
Good.
HD, the ogre skin is tasty. What's the general colours used? And variation is a bonus, more realistic. Yeah, again, I like it. It kind of only really ticks boxes, and it gives you more realism, more variety, and diversity and stuff. I think you see a lot of Caucasian skin tones in the battlefield a lot of the time. The general colours I used for the flesh tone, I kind of just worked up. It was all the airbrush. I worked up through scale 75 flesh tones, so like these, like basic flesh. I think I started off with Bugman's Glow, just sit out Bugman's Glow, but really super thin. It's like the base hue. The dark skin tone was Mahogany, which was not that one. Overlay model Mahogany. It's all over Zenithal, but that mixed in with an off-white, like H-white. I'm just kind of grading that up.
Does your apartment smell like mahogany?
Sadly not, but it smells delicious with modeler.
Kind of a big deal.
They are by nature slow, methodical grind team. Sorry, which team? Oh, dwarves. Yes. Got a quick question. I've always been averse to playing dwarves because they're considered that guy team. Have they become less like that or no? They haven't really. I'm afraid. I was really hoping so, because we saw Old World Alliance first in the new edition, and Old World Alliance dwarves are like fair dwarves. They're pretty. They've got armbar instead of tackle, and they're missing something else. Can't remember what it was. Was it block? They don't have block. They must have block. But yeah, they're like they've swapped some stuff around. Tackle is the feels bad skill because if you're a stunty, it means you can't use your skill. That's why they tend to be like more of a that guy, especially in early league.
Yeah, I actually saw a discussion on this today on the community.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it really. They're not unbeatable.
No, absolutely not.
You know, they've got their weaknesses, but yeah, if you are running a stunty team or Amazons, you're stuffed.
Yeah.
And it just, it's pretty feel bad when you've got skills that just literally negate the kind of one thing that those teams have got going for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think a lot of matchups, they won't feel that bad or abusive.
Yeah, if you play against like orcs or something, it's probably going to be a pretty good brawl, but yeah. Oh, we've got loads of comments. Really cool. Not a team to run against newbies then, yeah, probably not. So they attempt to bring the game into grind where positioning and punching matters the most. It's fine if opponents are being given decent teams. Yeah, like I remember I was teaching my friend the game, and he saw a dwarf game going on, where I was like stalling and just beating up the other person, and it put him off the Blood Bowl. So that's why I tend, if new coaches like, so I had another friend ask me fairly recently about getting into Blood Bowl, and dwarves took his interest, and I just said, I'd recommend choosing another team to start with and pick up dwarves later, just because the play style might put you off.
But then again, they are they're quite forgiving for a new player.
Oh, 100%.
You might get outmaneuvered, but you're not going to often screw up your blocking too much.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Forgiving to play, but again, it's just like sort of the play style. I don't think is really, what's the word? Sort of like
fun.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's not really Blood Bowl in a way. It is obviously, but like.
Yeah, they very much play on their own terms.
Yeah.
Which is, that's their thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of controlling the game a bit, and that can feel a bit bad.
What team are you most looking forward to playing in the new season? For me, honestly, Nobility. They're the team I'm gonna straight up run, see if they work, basically, because on paper they look pretty bad. So I just want to make them work. I think they could pull off some stuff. I think the blitzers could really shine. I think there'll be
think
those plays. Oh, sorry.
The development, I think, will be key.
Yeah, 100%.
How you take them forward.
Yeah, your blitzers will quickly turn into machines because scoring touchdowns with them is going to be pretty easy with catch. Not starting from stunties or similar. I'd say start with a stunty. I'd recommend starting with stunty more than starting with dwarves.
Yeah, I think it depends, like, expectations. If you can go in with the expectation of stunties that you're 9 out of 10 times going to lose, but when you win, it's going to be absolutely glorious. If you're the kind of, I think it's very much based on your personality, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think that's why I think they're good to pick, because then you can blame your loss on the team rather than you just being new and bad at the game. You can just be like, no, it's fine, I was playing stunty. I mean, I started with goblins, and that's pretty much how I went in. I went in going to disrupt the league and learn how to play rather than actually just trying to win anything.
Yeah,
try and kill players.
There's less pressure, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. Take my chainsaw and see someone. Oh, you've had a good few games. I'm gonna murder you.
End your career.
Yeah. It was one of my first games playing against Rick with his vampires. I think I just forgot to even pick up the ball because it was like my first game of Blood Bowl. I forgot that was the point. Playing a war game.
It's half the name, isn't it? Blood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They still have tackle and block. Yeah, they do still have tackle and block on the dwarf team, but on Old World Alliance, they lost that. They swapped tackle for armbar. Something happened there. I think they lost block, but I'm not sure. If they lost block, it'll be a real bad deal. Came for the Eat stream, stay for the leather-bound books and cages of emotion.
Someone got it.
Oh, was that your mahogany?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reference I know in my head. What was it reference to?
Anchorman.
How did I miss that? I love Anchorman. Clearly don't love it enough.
Nice. So go and rewatch it.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you seen the second one, presumably?
I've seen the second one, yeah. Is that with the fight?
Well, I mean, they've both got the fight, but...
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, of course they do. I mean, I liked it. Again, I clearly don't remember enough of it if I can't remember that quote.
No. But that's what I mean. I enjoyed it, but if at any point I was going to go and watch one again, it would not be the second one.
I think it was a lot more forgettable.
Yes, yeah, and I think they rehash a few of the jokes.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but...
I think they didn't really need to make it, ultimately. I think it's kind of still good as a... Yeah, it's Hollywood though, isn't it?
Mind you, I thought that about Shrek, but some of the Shrek sequels, very good.
Shrek 2 is the best Shrek, for sure. Tree or Ogre for Old World Alliance? Probably Ogre. I think I'm taking a tree in my Old World Alliance team, but that's because I'm kind of going for like pure memes with it.
Did you just want to buy a new model?
I know I'm gonna print the tree. I'm not gonna... Yeah, but I'm going... No, I'm going full dwarf halfling as much as possible, minimise the humans.
That's cool.
Go for the pint-sized drivers, I think I'll call them.
Yeah, I'd say ogres, yeah. I think they've got more utility.
Yeah, they just do more. They do what a tree man does, just a bit better, really. Well,
less strength.
Yeah, they're not as good as throwing people, but they can play the game. Like, you can get them around places, and I just think it's generally a more useful thing to have. Trees are alright when you have two of them, I think, but just the one. It's like with Wood Elves taking a tree.
You can induce deep root.
Yeah, that's a good tree. For sure.
A very good tree.
Yeah, Strength 7 is no joke. Lizards are my dreaded team. Isn't to play against or with. Say you give orcs, lizards, or something along that nature, it's fine. I'm assuming that's with like dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine. Dwarves are pretty good because lizards are already pretty good tier, like top tier. I think dwarves are actually a nice counter against lizards.
Hard to play, actually. I think hard to play against.
Yeah, they are. I think dwarves probably give you a bit of forgiveness with that. Sure, they outrun you, but you can crush the skinks.
Well, no, but I mean, dwarves love to kind of bully the blocks, and against all that strength 4,
True.
something to think about.
Very true, actually.
And yeah, I think just the speed of the lizards, having strength 4 at movement 6 is huge.
Yeah, and all the other guys are movement 8.
Not many teams that I can think of. Are they the only team that have got
Strength 6.
4 at movement 6?
Oh, sorry, move 6, strength 4. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, you've got like Chaos and now Orcs that have got
They're all 5, aren't they?
5, haven't they?
Yeah.
Unless you're thinking about, what they call bull centaurs, but
Well, yeah, they're
obviously only have 2 of them.
true. Do you think we'll see the new team boxes in the new year, specifically towards the different Chaos Squads? Yeah, I really do. I think we'll see a Slanesh team pretty early. I think if they're going to add a new team, I think we'll see Slanesh. Personally.
Yeah, I think they often do follow the release patterns of the other games sometimes. Like with Nurgle, they've done that before.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've seen something else. So, I could just be making that up, to be honest, but it sounds about right. And Slanesh should definitely come in AOS.
I think that, yeah, GW seems to be on a bit of a Slanesh hype at the moment, so could happen. And I thought that about High Elves as well. I thought we'd see a High Elf team. Like reworked. Because of the Lumineth. So my league that I'm running at the moment has me, a Halfling player, a Lizardman, Necromantic, a Black Orc, Nobility Skaven, a Human, all fairly diverse. That is pretty diverse.
That's cool.
Yeah, you got speed, you got speed, bash, stunty. It's gonna be pretty rough for you as a Halfling player in that. But you can make up your points against Nobility. I'm undecided, but it's pretty solid. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, at least they'll win the Stunty Cup.
Yeah, exactly. Guaranteed. Okay. Just gotta darken down the helmet.
What did you do for your nobility feathers?
The first feather I did was really good. I did a gradient kind of with cream, just slowly adding in like black and brown, and I had like quite a nice gradient. And then I washed it and it all disappeared. And then I kind of just like gave up on them. So yeah, instead I kind of just did an off brown cream for the linemen. For the bodyguards, I mixed in a white feather in the middle because I got 3. And then for the blitzers, I did all white with a bit of like a blue tinge.
Nice.
Again, actually. Oh no, I didn't do white on the bodyguards, I did red.
Oh well, makes sense.
Yeah, like that. Then if you have the stream up. It's kind of like brown and red on the bodyguards. I just think it looked different enough. Because I think the bodyguards and blitzers are the ones you're going to really confuse. And then the blitzers have like a blue-white.
Yeah, I feel like with the bodyguards, if they were all chunky monkeys, it wouldn't be confusing.
Yes, the other one. Yeah.
One that looks fairly athletic.
Yeah.
Very confusing.
I do quite like that sculpt though. I think I prefer that bodyguard to the big lad.
Nah, I like him.
Yeah.
Portly. Yeah.
Representing the the plus size men out there.
Exactly. I feel like finally I'm represented on the Blood Bowl bit.
Nonsense.
Because I wasn't tall enough to be an ogre.
Got the rest of it down though.
Yeah, I mean, halfling, I guess, but you know, I've got a beard, so.
Yeah, rules that one.
This guy's the full package.
It is funny, isn't it? How like he's got Edge 3 and the female line woman is like Edge 4. Just like side by side, you think, maybe, maybe not.
Oh well, maybe he like surprises his opposition with his agility.
It is size small t-shirt. He's adamant to get into.
Yeah.
I think the thing with this model is I'm actually not a huge fan of the pose. I kind of wish I replays it. I think it's a little bit janky. It's something about his right arm that just looks a little bit weird. I don't know if you think the same.
I kind of changed mine a little bit. So I had one who was fairly regular, and then one that I kind of twisted.
Okay.
So I don't think it looks too bad when there's two that are a bit different. I think when you've got like a repeat pose, it can look a bit off. No, I didn't think it was too bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
So what do you mean about it, really?
I was originally for this Necro team going to do the black and white, but I think I quickly gave up on that idea.
Oh, we wrote a theme song and everything.
Yeah, he had like a Addams Family theme song. Incredible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think I kept thinking about it, and I was thinking ways to do it. I was just thinking, well, ultimately that might look pretty cool. It'll be hard to pull off. I think you have to nail it to make it look good.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, but another thing is like, I just don't think it'd be that fun. I just don't think it'd be very fun to paint. I think it'd just be so much grey. I just don't think I'll enjoy the process, and I think, you know, if you're not going to enjoy it, what's the point? So.
Do you not do like do it as like source lighting, like they're kind of lit up by the moon or something?
See, like Richard sent me a picture of one of the new Dark Elf Warcry ladies, or was it Underworlds? Yeah. Underworlds, I think. Who looked like that, and it was really good, and so I was considering it. So maybe like I'll do this, and then maybe I can take the scheme elsewhere, because I always do a test one anyway. I don't know how well they'll show up in stream, but. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. Like really like muted and dark. I think that looks pretty cool. On Necromantic, I think that could look really neat.
Yeah, definitely. Are you gonna have a coach in a red jacket?
Hang on, I'm missing something. Dance. Is this? I'm missing a reference again.
It's before your time. Michael Jackson Thriller.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, obviously. Okay. Sorry, I had to... 80s memes. We already had the Thriller reference with the zombie, this guy. Like mid-Thriller dance.
Oh, is he? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you're going to bring a dry ice machine and like a werewolf button to club night.
I don't even know if I'll run Necro.
You will at some point.
I'll probably do a tourney with them. I think they're a really good tourney team. Yeah, I'm just so adamant on them. I was like so keen to do nobility. Plus, I think they're generally going to be quite popular necro. Give everyone else a run with them first, and then
interesting if with 3 new teams at the same time.
Yeah, what we're going to see people run.
Yeah. I guess actually, I mean, quite a lot of people will probably just carry on with teams that they'd been working on before.
Maybe. I know we got Dan at the club. He's going to be doing ogres, I believe.
Yeah, that was cool.
Good to know we got some stunty.
Good, actually.
They look fantastic. He's a good painter.
Yeah, he really is. You seen this Dark Eldar?
I don't think I have, actually.
That's that now, cool. Yeah, they're pretty smart.
Seen his Necrons?
You seen his Necrons?
Yeah. Okay. Might try and do something with the skin now. Don't really know what to do.
What have you done so far?
Well, initially the plan was to just like wash over it, like make up some washes and wash over the Zenithal and just sort of get it from there. But it was really kind of too desaturated for my taste. So
okay.
I was gonna put, I just sort of put a layer of this like sort of sickly skin anyway, like kind of yellowy skin.
Yeah.
Overall, I was gonna like try and tint this. Yeah, I'll give this a go. It's just really messy underneath because of the black. Skin tone doesn't go nicely over black. Well, I was trying to avoid it.
A few coats.
I hate doing thin coats. It takes so long. I've already painted it. I don't want to paint it again. I think I remember I did something on my iron golems, which was like, I remember how I did it. I had like a really pale skin, and I then kind of hit it with like red wash, green wash, blue, like in certain places, and it looked, in some bits it looked awful, but in some places it looked really good. So I might try and emulate that somehow.
But just the good bits. Yeah.
Just the good bits, yeah. But it looked like really dead and like gross, which I think kind of these guys have to be. I read the Necro Spike.
Oh yeah.
Ben
really rated it, didn't he?
Yeah. No, it was good. The first one I've read though. I haven't actually read properly the others. I've like seen bits of them, but like we talked about them on the podcast. But
yeah,
first one I read cover to cover. Good. Pretty funny.
Is there much kind of lore in there?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Yeah, it's really good.
That's cool.
And have I missed? I missed loads of messages. Sorry, guys. I thought it was automatically updating. Okay, right. Yeah, I had like the scroll bar like hovering over a place. I just like no one's talking. Right, I'll go through. Context was if this person was asking a more experienced coach should be bringing dwarfs to a coach. Is this person asking a more experienced coach should be bringing dwarfs into a new coach territory or not? I would suggest no. If they're experienced, they probably shouldn't take dwarfs into new coach. It's just no, it's kind of punching down at that point. Never stall, doesn't always a tactical sense make social sense. That's a whole discussion. I'm personally in the camp of pro stalling, but I can see why it's a bit dull, but it's kind of the game. It forces bad plays, which is kind of the whole point of Blood Bowl. GW3 is a solid sculpt device. Yes, it is. Really cool. Wish TOL gets priority? TOL. It's really...
Team of Legends.
Oh, Team of Legends. Yeah, that makes sense. Not sure priority over what, though.
As in, to be made into kits, I think you mean.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Instead of new ones.
Yeah. Sorry, Misty.
I think
yeah.
Definitely vampires are up there on my list, because I don't think their current Team of Legends roster does them much justice. So I think they could do with a revamp.
Nice. Very cool.
Chuck an extra positional in, definitely.
Yeah, I agree with you. And they're just a little bit janky with the hypnotic gaze thing. A little bit janky. Unless it's changed. I've been off social media, so I haven't even seen. That's a really cool converted Zinch team a couple of years ago using Stormcast Eternals and Zangors from AOS. That is cool. We had someone converting a team on the stream, the big 24-hour stream with the Zinch team. I think Zinch is the best team to convert. You can just go wild, anything goes.
Yeah, because they're kind of the least chaotic in terms of you're not expecting them to be like burly barbarians, are you? So you can take them in quite a few cool angles.
Yeah, exactly. Monter, and that was me. That was, yeah, nice. It was really cool. How have you got on with it? Right, guys, I'm off. I feel like if I stay too long, I'm going to be ordering a new team that I haven't unpaid down to Team Rampant Dark Team Wayne. Yeah, sorry, Zeph, I missed you. Want to pick up the Punga Vampire team, mostly just for the painting at some point. Got an idea for building a dockside pitch too. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome. There's the Kraken stadiums that everyone's been printing. They're like other pitch is like a wooden pitch, which is really cool. So if you have access to a printer, that's pretty handy if you want. It's got like obviously not. I think doing the whole pitch might be a bit overkill, but like the sidelines are kind of like wooden like railings that you get on a ship or a dock. So that's pretty cool. Stoney, when I said I never saw, I'm a dwarf player. Okay, that's honourable. I admire that a lot.
Yeah. What league are you in?
Yeah. We just got Necromantic though. 2 undead in close succession might be unlikely for vamps.
Yeah.
I think it's really stopped them in the past though, releasing stuff like that back to back. I think we had all the elf teams quite close, didn't we?
Yes, I was just about to say that actually.
This whole thin coat nonsense. Not enjoying this.
Agreeing with you.
Paints are pretty tricky anyway. Scales only 5 stuff.
Is it quite thin?
It's like no, it's like super thick, but it's like gel medium, so it's like watering it down is quite tricky.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like gooey. The pigments are really rich, and it's like really matte, so it's nice to like blend with, but yeah, it doesn't like being thinned down unless it's airbrushed. If it's airbrushed, it's totally fine for some reason. Screw it. I might just stipple it and then glaze it, and then it hides all the bad things. Pretty sure the only reason vampires are given the animal savagery was them not making a bloodlust rule in 2020 rulebook. I totally agree, Si.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if they have a redo, they might get like a team-specific skill.
Yeah, definitely.
That either just straight up brings bloodlust back under a different name, or is something a bit different.
Yeah, no, I agree entirely. I've instead mixed up a close enough skin tone to the previous one with proper paint and going over it. Now everything is good.
Good.
Life is better.
Phew. Swap our hands for a minute there.
On the edge of your seat, I'm sure. Yeah. But in the end, what are your main go-to teams for Blood Bowl? I know other Ben's are Skaven, just wondering about you fellas.
Yeah, originally I was kind of a human player when I first started. But since then I've kind of dotted around. Goblins are a big favourite.
Yeah.
So I'd say they're probably the team I play the most, Goblins. But yeah, generally I'm a fan of anything greenskin. So I'm looking forward to getting the Black Orcs on the pitch. I'm going to give them a good run out this season.
Definitely. Yeah, you are an orc through and through, I think, really, aren't you?
Yep. I think they're just uncomplicated.
they do what it says on the tin, kind of.
Yeah.
I love them. Yeah, for me, High Elves are kind of like my main league team. I still, honestly, relatively new to it. I only played in a couple of leagues. I did Goblins and High Elves. Did quite a few tournaments, but the trouble is I mixed up. So I'm kind of a bit of a variety. Sort of like team ADHD. I've got to try something new every time. So I ended up with that, and the only one I really took through was High Elves. So I guess it'll be High Elves. Though for this, I'm determined to do Nobility and stick with it, and just carry it through. If I had to be a team, though, it'd be Khorne. Khorne is probably the team I've played like most and least enjoyed, because I had I think I tried them in 2 different tournaments.
So that kind of leads on quite nicely.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the NAF team for Khorne?
I think it's pretty to be expected. I'm kind of pretty unsurprised with it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fairly unchanged, as in, it looks like a fairly straight port, doesn't it?
Yeah, passing's a bit more challenging, I think, though. Oh, no, because it's 4+, isn't it? The same as it used to be. Yeah, no, so it's fine. Yeah. I kind of, actually passed quite a lot with Khorne, because they don't do much else. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. The Bloodthirster got the wild animal equivalent again. I think if he had the one where you can bash a dude and carry on, that would be pretty
like
good.
Has. Animal savagery.
Yeah, that's the one. That one's better.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember, wasn't it the NAF one that had like a bit of a misprint? They had it didn't have Loner on the Bloodthirster.
Yeah, that was it. And did it not have Mighty Blow?
It came with Mighty Blow.
Did it have Mighty Blow?
Yeah, they don't start with that usually.
Yes, yeah, so yeah, that was it.
Yeah, Claw Mighty Blow from the get-go is pretty pretty rough, especially with no Loner.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take it, but biased.
The rest of us wouldn't.
Hey, I think a Bloodthirster should be the best big guy in the game, so. And I still think they are. I think they are. I was mainly a dwarf player. Oh, hey, Paladin, you're back. I was mainly a dwarf player, but as of recent times, moved on to more of an orc and goblin player. Love gobbos, but can be tricky sometimes.
I think all the time, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have Ripper and a Doom Diver, then the game's pretty easy.
Oh, I know, Doom Divers got worse.
They did get worse, but I mean, historically, the game was pretty easy with those.
Yeah, I'm kind of... it has made me look at the pogo a bit more, though.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a good thing. That's sort of one trick now.
Yeah.
So I'm listening. So people on the stream, if you can hear the music, it's licensed, so it's all free to use. Well, not free, but like it's licensed. It's safe to use. But this is totally a rip off of Final Fantasy. It's like it's like straight up. I can't remember which game. It might be 7 or it might be 10. I think it's 10. But yeah, they're not even hiding it. Don't like animal savagery myself too much. On team like Khorne, that would be pretty nightmarish.
Yeah, you take out your pit fighters, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it means Bloodthirster can do stuff, which is way better. I'd take that trade, and plus it seems more Khorne to smack your own person to get more blood than have him like roar in place. It just doesn't. Yeah,
that's true.
I think animal savagery is more Khorne. They don't run those extra people around like the teams. They don't run those. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. That's what you mean. Yeah, same with Khorne. You don't really have expendable guys. Dwarf player dabbling with dark elves. Copyright not lurking, possibly. Yeah. See that one that one did seem pretty close to copyright. Side, not losing tackle zones if no help around is huge. Yeah, but losing tackle zones isn't really his thing. It's like, if the Bloodthirster gets hit, he usually goes down. So you want to make sure you hit the guy who might hit you first. Because if you can hit the big guy, you take out the big guy. But the Bloodthirster's biggest weakness is other big guys hitting him. If you're standing around, you don't have your tackle zone, but then you get blitzed, and it's just game over. Because there's no defensive skills, and he's only armor 8, or 9+ now. So Mighty Blow, he tends to go down. Kind of like a Rat Ogre, in that sense. But an expensive one. Yeah, I've been looking for a reason to pick up Grebo's Khorne team quite some time. I totally agree. I'd actually hold on for a little bit, Si. Only because, so I've got that team, and I love that team. But Grebo are now doing 3D printed stuff. As in, they're producing their stuff via 3D print in resin. I'd take that purely because the metal on the Bloodthirster is a real nightmare. his wings keep coming off. So for that reason alone, I'd just hang fire for a little bit and see if they reproduce the team in printed resin. And life will be good. Firm believer in claws, yeah, definitely. Even though claws got a little bit worse, I think they're still fantastic. Do you like claws, Ian?
What a question.
What do you think of claws?
I've not massively used many teams that have claws, to be honest.
You didn't grab it on your Nurgle mutation?
They never leveled up.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was that bad. No, yeah, I mean, it was definitely a very, very good skill paired with Mighty Blow. So I think what it probably does now is it's got a really good psychological effect. So I think high armor teams are going to be a bit more wary if there's quite a few claw bits around.
Definitely.
You know, about no player is particularly safe if you just need that 8+.
Yeah. I think it's different. It's slightly different now, isn't it? Is it like
guys too? No, it's just unmodified 8+ now.
Oh, it means you can't stack it with Mighty Blow now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because before you would just have to roll a 7 Mighty Blow it.
Yeah.
Whereas now, yeah, it's unmodified.
Yeah, of course.
Which, you know, it was really powerful, to be fair.
It was.
But I think it will still put the fear in big guys, and
it will,
a really
yeah.
good chance.
I actually quite like that because while the Bloodthirster has claws, it used to be like your first skill was really tricky because you naturally want to take Mighty Blow because then he levels up faster, but then you would also want to take like Juggernaut because his thing is like blitzing, and I always found Juggernaut to be the better pick because I mean claws does most of the work anyway. But now you can't even stack it. I think it's less of a choice, and I just go straight Juggernaut.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I still take Mighty Blow down the line because the injury roll helps.
Yeah, but it's less of a priority, you're saying.
Definitely. Like, it was already a toss-up, so now it's like got worse. It's made it a lot easier. Claws like the Santa ones. I actually put on my corn Christmas jumper to do this stream and then realised, nah, it's definitely too early for that. maybe next week.
Yeah, we're gonna. Christmas is banned in ours now with Freya with her birthday on the 6th. I think it's gonna be
yeah.
It always used to be growing up. My brother's was at the end of November, so the mention of Christmas before then was a big no-no.
Undermined his birthday.
Exactly, and now it's just got pushed back even more. So, Whamageddon's got harder.
Well, happy first birthday to Freya in a few days then.
Thank you. Yeah, on Sunday. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's gone quick, gone slow. I don't really know. it's
knows?
gone.
It's gone somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know if this year has gone quick or slow. It's kind of both.
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like this has been forever, but like the actual year itself, it's suddenly Christmas again, which is weird. Very strange feeling.
I think thinking back to pre-lockdown, it's like, well, that was ages ago.
Yeah.
But anything within the kind of lockdown window is just kind of, I don't know if that was a long time ago or not, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's too similar to the trousers. This year hasn't gone quick or slow, but it has gone in a diaper.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's been terrible. It's been terrible. It's interesting how much it's changed stuff, though. I think it's really, like, changed up priorities and certain things. I think the world of work is now massively changed. I don't think I'll... So I'm a programmer. I don't think I'll ever get a job now which isn't, like, remote for at least 3 days a week.
I'm really interested to see, like, how long it's going to remain in our kind of psyche.
Yeah. Like, you're going to still avoid people. I definitely will be. I mean, I was already doing that to begin with.
Across the road and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm particularly thinking, like, for kids as well, you know, going through this at school, how ingrained, like, how much of their life this actually is represented.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, your daughter, it's literally her entire life has been... I mean, obviously, I don't know how much of that she learns, but her subconscious is developing.
No, I think probably up till now it's not a huge thing. I guess she's not really had much or any adult contact other than us.
Yeah.
Really, you know, apart from waving at people and.
Yeah, it might be quite bizarre.
It's sad, but hopefully things will come back at just the right time.
Yeah. We can all roll dice again. Speaking of this year, Ryan Reynolds did a match for .com. Hang on. He said .com. Did a match for .com ad. Date and dates 2020. What do you mean? I didn't understand that one.
Advert for Match.com. Is that right?
Did a Match.com ad. Okay.
Not Miles Morales, I don't mean him. That's Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man, yeah.
What's he called? Morales, the actor. Who kind of went.
I
He was in, like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Rick Morales?
Oh, that rings a bell.
I feel like they did something together.
That's pretty funny. I'll have to watch that.
This is something completely random. You're not really that into, like, Magic the Gathering or anything, are you?
No, I want to be. I just can't afford it.
Yeah, I know. I know. I just saw that they'd done some Bob Ross cards.
Oh my!
They've released some of his artwork as lands or something.
Seriously.
Which is pretty cool. I kind of want those.
I've seen, like, I've been following sort of the community a little bit because they've been making some strange decisions in some aspects, like the Walking Dead stuff.
Yeah, a load of weird crossovers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're just playing you play down your bad Nuck Breaker of Worlds, and then someone comes along and plays as Rick Grimes and kills your Gadnuck Breaker of Worlds, and everything is sad. Ersky says, yeah, that's right. I'm assuming to the Bob Ross cards. I'll have to look into these.
Cool. Although, a bit of disappointment they're not, like, full art ones.
Oh, are they not? What's the point?
No, they still got bored. No, I was saying to Craig, I think it's maybe to encourage you to have your own happy little accidents on there.
Nice. Very, very nice. You'd like that.
You do see some pretty amazing people that do, like, card alters, though, don't you?
Pokemon especially.
Yeah, like continuing out the borders and just...
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool.
Like, what a cool skill.
Okay, well, I think now I'm going to do the rope. I'll probably get this guy finished tonight, actually. It's pretty cool. Then again, 3 hours for a dude isn't really that impressive, is it?
Yeah.
3 hours to work out a scheme on a dude, I think is... I'll take that. Sorry for the camera jogging, everyone. Really like the scheme, suits the Necromantic team really well. Thanks, Stoney. Yeah, I'm still trying to work it out. The flesh, I think, will come together at the end. I'll do some purple. It'll add a lot to it, I think. I'm hoping, at least. Oops, sorry. That probably sounded awful. Got the mic like right in brush handle range. And it's so hungry he's gonna eat the camera.
Step up from the rice, I think.
Step up from the what?
The rice.
Yeah. Might oil wash it. I think that'll help. It should be fun.
Sorry, I'm shaking. I'll probably make a little rattle here. Got some Stormhost silver that's all separated.
You put a agitator in it.
Should have done, shouldn't I?
I thought that's what you meant by the rattle.
No, I just mean my microphone shaking.
Oh, okay. That's alright.
So it's attached to my head. So.
Okay, I'm going to sign off. Have a good night, everyone, and cheers. Cheers for joining, Stoney. Yeah, good luck with your projects. What is the item you're putting the paints on? Do you mean this? That's my palette. My Midland Tufts pot with a sponge and some greaseproofing. Keeps it wet. Alright, I'm going to absolutely ruin the Hatless model now. This will be fun. Live on camera. I'm actually going to get a drink, so I'll be like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I was talking off on mute. Yeah, Jerry says, "Is it wet?" That is a personal question, Jerry. But if you're talking about the palette, then yes, it certainly is. Patton says beer. No beer tonight, I'm afraid. Family-friendly stream. Can't be getting absolutely slaughtered on. Say again?
Says after making some crude innuendo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try oil washing. See how it goes. So I've got my magenta. So if you're new to this, it's something I've been doing a lot recently. Anyone stream watching? It's a cool technique. It's like makes everything really dark, and you get a lot of playtime with it, and you get a really strong contrast. Speaking of alcohol, got all my Blood Bowl dice in a Crown Royal Sports jersey bag. Is that like the really rich purple? Because that was inspiration for my my nobility team. It's Crown Royal. Yeah. It's a lovely colour. Never had the drink though. Okay, so put a tiny bit of magenta in there. Get a bit of black. Really small amount of black.
Is that just to kind of get more of a gore colour?
No, I'm gonna do the initially do the trousers with this.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to work out how to properly use it. But it makes it really, really like super rich. And kind of like quite grimdark, I always think is like the kind of aesthetic you get with oil.
Yeah, it makes sense. Definitely something I'd like to try out at some point after seeing what you've done with those orcs.
Yeah. Yeah, it works super well on orcs. I think anything which can be dirty is good to do on. At least try on, because it doesn't really matter if it goes bad. It kind of just, yeah, really flows a lot easier. You got to be really careful with it though, and this is probably what's going to happen here. It's because you're using Wise Spirit, and
yeah,
while it won't strip paint, it'll definitely weaken paint. So if you like rub it too much, you'll start to lift off the paint.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I definitely have stripped models with White Spirit before.
That's impressive, because it doesn't tend to react with acrylic. But to be fair, it's just chemicals, isn't it? I think that'll do anything to a model. It's not going to make it any better, is it?
No.
It's not going to do any good things to it. I think I might just use this on the flesh as well. Yeah, let's do it.
Get oiled up.
Yeah, I was going to do this all with a brush, but I think I've got the ratio of magenta to black pretty nice, so I'm going to use it. Bruce Climax just popped in to say I love your show, guys. Oh, thank you, Bruce. Honestly, that means a lot. It's definitely Ben's thing. We just like to help out where we can.
Yeah. Just painting his name.
Yeah, pretty much. He spends all his time editing videos, so we do all the brushwork. That being said, he's actually smashing it with the hobby
He
stuff.
is. He's really going for it. Has he shown you any of his 3D printed stuff he's been
Yeah, I've
having a
been
go at?
I've been giving him tips and tricks, and
Have you now?
Mansplaining a lot, yeah.
Because I was thinking, you know, when he showed me his stuff, I was like, I'm sure Ben made this sound a lot harder. He was like, nah, his just a massive 10mm unit.
I think what helps is I've given him settings which took me months to dial in, and he's using the same resin with the same printer.
Yeah.
So I think it's basically I've done the easy bit. I've done
you're basically saying, yeah, it's all down to you, really.
Yeah, 100%. He's just writing off of my work. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's just when he starts getting a lot of failures, then he'll change his tune. Although he's positive, so he probably won't.
No.
I'll have words with him though. He's got to make it sound difficult, otherwise he can't rip people off with how much he charges people for jobs.
Yeah, I mean, you charging pennies for those fences, outrageous.
Yeah, I know. I felt a bit bad bleeding you dry like that, but. Any advice for speed painting a goblin team? Ian, you'll probably want to talk to you for that.
Oh, I like goblins, but speed painting, not normally my thing. You just think, I think you probably just want to go really simple clothes. So one thing that might speed it up is think about your choice of primer that you use. So before, when I've painted like a goblin army, what I've done is used like army painter leather brown, or any other kind of brown would be fine as well, and that forms the basis of the kind of clothes. So maybe try and pick a primer that you think will cover a big area of your model. Often, you know, if you're doing ogres or something, you want one that's easy for your skin. But with goblins, they're quite clothed up, really. So
there's not actually a lot of green skin on them, is there?
No. So I'd go with one that's kind of gonna match the kind of garments, as it were. And then if you want to guess for the armor parts, in terms of speed, maybe go metallic and then wash it. Maybe be a bit more effective than kind of a matte color and then washing it. Be maybe something.
Yeah. This is going to be potentially bad advice, but if you want speed, the fastest thing you can do is get an airbrush, but that's not cheap. So if you don't want to buy stuff,
you know how to use it, it's fast. But I reckon you want a team learning a whole new skill.
True, yeah. But it's the thing. I'd say it's the one thing you can get that will speed up painting most. It's definitely sped my stuff up more than anything. Is an airbrush, but I wouldn't get an airbrush just to paint a goblin team fast. 100%. If you want to like paint loads and loads and loads, then I'd say get one. You'd save in time what it costs in money, but yeah. But I think no. Otherwise, I just say, what's the main color? Get a primer of that. A brown primer would be pretty good because they've got loads of leathers, don't they?
Yeah. Like I said, I've done goblins with that before.
Yeah.
And even if you are a fan of, depending on what color you like your base rims and your bases, you can double up and use it on your bases as well.
Yeah. So here with the oil wash is basically what you do is it stays wet for ages, so you kind of like dab away excess. So you usually use cotton buds, but they're in the other room, and it's also not very good for the environment. So
it's too far.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to use this makeup brush. Try not to take the paint off. It'll be really gentle. Yeah, I can see if I could do any more on that, I'm going to take the paint off on there. That being said, I'm just went back and did more. The reason why what this does over a regular wash, like an acrylic wash, is it won't stain, or you get a lot of control over what is actually washed and what's not, because you literally take off bits you don't need, and then it leaves really dark recesses, or really rich. I don't know what it is about oil. I don't know the chemistry behind it, but it's like it flows a lot smoother than like acrylic paint does. It's less surface tension or something. It's less than water.
Yeah, it'd be a bit like washing up liquid style.
Yeah. Because I'm a crap paint and paint like a drunken ape. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't get an airbrush then. In that case, I didn't see that comment. I'd do brush stuff until you're confident / want more out of it, and then I'd say that's a good upgrade. Do on stream one day maybe, just like it's because something I'm definitely wanting to improve is like speed painting. So it could be pretty cool to just be like, yeah, let's do a goblin team super quick.
Yeah, there's definitely few artists out there who are worth having a look at for speed painting bigger projects.
Yeah.
So like Squidmar,
yes.
Vince Ventrella.
I've gotten really into
like
Marco Frassoni. He's like my go-to guy now.
But yeah, just really good in terms of like what techniques are they using, what corners can they cut and still have it look good. Because that's it, isn't it? They're kind of picking the stuff which is going to have the most impact for the least effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, sure, there's techniques and stuff you can employ. There's always going to be techniques and different things you can try which can cut corners, but ultimately, yeah, that is the number one goal, is cutting corners. If it doesn't need to be painted, don't paint it.
No, like particularly with like highlighting and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, like do you really need to spend an hour highlighting that belt buckle? It's probably not.
No, just pick like 1 or 2 areas you want to look stellar.
Yeah.
And then the rest can look mediocre, but the overall effect
still
look finished.
Like a focal point.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get a cotton bud. I don't necessarily have one. No, I do have one. Cool, I've got a small bit of one. Oh, we've got quite a few. Oil paint, oil and pigment. Yes. Goblin question. Which of the positions do you rate in 2020? I'm not sure about the Pogoer or Hooligan and maybe even the Doom Diver of the cost increases. I think Pogoer is solid. I think that's the one you definitely want.
I think you probably want either Pogoer or Doom Diver.
Yeah.
And I think Pogoer is better this edition than the Doom Diver. Hooligan, I think you're right. Leave it out. I think you definitely want the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Fanatic is just great fun and a good threat piece. I think the bomber is the other one that can be a bit take it or leave it. Some people love it.
Yeah, I think, is he still the same price though? Is he still 40k?
He's really cheap, and actually this edition you've got a good chance, or well, not a good chance, I'm going to say, because you've still got to get him SPP, but you've got a more reliable way of getting him Hail Mary pass. And then when he's got that, he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's a little bit meh without it, isn't he?
Yeah. But good fun. But I'd say, yeah, leave the Hooligan. probably Doom Diver. Take it or leave it. What else? Yeah.
Bomber gone up 5k to 45k, but now Bombardier is more reliable since Bombs now have a 4 plastic off of core. Yeah, I still think at 45k is a steal. He's only like 5 more than a regular Goblin anyway, and yeah, I still take him for 45. Just to have him in the roster to get MVP.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one that I would that I used to take as like Bomber Dribble Snot on occasion.
Oh yeah.
But having one. You had a good start with yours, didn't you?
I always remember that.
Doubles.
Yeah, I was because this is my first team.
With one for ages.
Yeah, my first team in Blood Bowl, like my first league, everything. It was really new to the game, and I was just like, you guys are telling me about, you wait to get Hail Mary pass on him, and then the game ended. I was like, right, so what do I need to get Hail Mary pass on the Bomber? And you were like, oh, you won't get it. And I was just like, okay, right, you need double. Okay, I need MVP. I said, okay, well, I want MVP on him. So choose D3, win the D3, he gets MVP. And then, okay, now you need to roll doubles. And he just rolls doubles. There we go.
Yeah.
The game's easy.
Colour drained from my face.
Yeah. It's such a beast having a Hail Mary pass Bomber. It changes up the game.
Yes. Yeah. Just leaving him at the back to do his thing.
Yeah. Again, turn it into a war game. You now have artillery. Time to do another round, no problem. What's the blue on the shoulder pads? It's like a mix. I'm using Chimera Thalo Blue. There's a Bob Ross word for you. Mixed with like black and white. Trying to like grey it out, and I've gradiented it up. I'll probably try and glaze it down a little bit because I think it's a little bit bright. It's a little bit too stark of a change. But to be fair, I could just turn it into a stripe. That looks pretty sporty. Might just do that.
Too far off finishing this lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, just finishing her feathers. Just gotta put a wash on the base, and then not too far off.
Slice and Marco is great, but we've been also watching plenty of James Wapple. I haven't heard of James Wapple, I'll be honest.
Add him to the list.
Yeah, definitely. Love watching painting stuff. Sorry, I think I interrupted you. What were you saying?
I think I was just on about this player, wasn't I? That I'm almost done. Nothing too interesting.
Oh, yeah, took the paint off the face. It's alright, I'll highlight that later. Happy accidents.
How happy about that accident are you?
Ecstatic. I did use a chainsaw blitz to turn 1 KO a tree man once. That never gets old.
Oh, amazing.
Do you love the chainsaw? I was proper chainsaw blitz to start off with, but I think you turned me over, and chainsaw foul I think is usually where it's at.
Absolutely.
You blitzing with the troll.
When he behaves.
Yeah. I just use the other one.
That's the other thing to say for goblins. That nice 3+ loner.
Oh yeah, that
Now
did change, didn't it? Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, that will be used. That will come up.
Yeah. nice bit of extra potential reliability, which
Yep.
goblins are
Known for.
lacking in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bot. I'll just ignore that. Don't click on the link, guys. I should be able to delete it off of oh, no, I can't. I'm not logged in as the bonehead.
The bonehead.
The bonehead.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the purple on this. I like the magenta hue. I think that's adding a lot of nice depth. The skin looks really diseased now on the arm, which is good. The foot is a little bit weird, but you'll be able to just take it down. I'm gonna say it's kind of tied it together, which it's got. This guy literally is tied together by flesh, so I guess that works.
Have you given like different limbs, different?
Yeah, I've kind of gone for that. Like I've kind of gone for two different tones, 2 or 3 different tones.
Stitched together.
Yeah.
Nice.
His main sort of body is kind of an off green, and he's got some like more pale tone.
Nice.
Elsewhere, his foot is like kind of a blue.
So you got regenerate.
Yeah, I think everyone does.
Oh,
Everyone except the ghouls. Yeah, werewolves do.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, ghouls don't.
No.
They are mortal. Yeah.
So he's a werewolf, I guess, but werewolf powers. Or
Yeah, I think that's the justification. Can't remember if the whites do actually.
Surely.
Oh, you know what? I don't think they do. I'm gonna guess they don't. Actually, I have. Nope, that's Old World Alliance. Oh, here it is. Oh no, the raids do. Yeah, raids do. Everyone but the ghouls.
I was gonna say, seriously injuring a ghost on its own is quite funny.
Yeah.
It's already quite a funny prospect.
Ghost got a broken neck.
Yeah. Nearly headless neck.
Monterin, oh god, Chainsaw Foul sounds brutal.
Yeah, because obviously it stacks with all the supports and things. And
Yeah.
Dirty Player. So, yeah, I remember once, I think I got to +8 fouling one of Ian's witch elves.
+8.
Or something stupid. Oh, maybe it wasn't that. It was a troll or something in one game. I just remember vividly fouling that witch elf. But yeah, you can get a load of players stood around a big guy, rev up the chainsaw, Dirty Player.
Yeah.
Get to stupid numbers.
They're being...
Probably still roll a double and stun them.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're being sent off anyway, aren't they? That's why it doesn't feel too bad on a chainsaw, because, you know, it's all about doing as much as you can with them until they go.
Absolutely.
And Bursky didn't change that way better. I didn't see that change way better than 4+. I assume you mean the loner, because, yeah. Much better. Alright, let's do some boots. So yeah, when that oil dries, I'll probably go over and kind of just give it a bit of a highlight just to clean up. Otherwise, the skin is mostly done, I think.
Nice.
Today's lesson learned: don't try and base coat with scale 75 skin tone. Just use something else. This is totally unrelated to tabletop and Blood Bowl in general. But I recently got The Witcher 3 for Switch.
The Switcher.
The Switcher, indeed. Yeah, don't get it.
I hear it's pretty damn laggy and horrible.
Well, I heard really mixed things. It was like, to be fair, the fact it runs is impressive, and it runs. I was expecting it to be bad, but it's like it's different when you're actually playing it to when you see it. So I saw it and it runs like it looked like, but obviously, like 20 FPS on a video is way different to controlling that 20 FPS.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just a horrible experience. And I don't know why I got it. I had like a bid on eBay for it. I just wanted to experiment. I accidentally won, but it was cheap, so I can probably resell it and get the same amount as I bought it for, minus fees. So I'm not too fussed, but like, yeah, I'll play on PC. I've already got a game. I don't want to play it again.
So you can have it on the go, play it.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping for, but just not very good.
Oh, shame. I was thinking that I was actually thinking about that earlier about cartridges. Like, what an odd move. Like,
What?
obviously has upsides, as in the game coming on a cartridge.
Yeah.
Just it's obviously like you've got the loading times and stuff, haven't you? Because it's solid.
Yeah, solid state.
So you haven't got that, but then just so many limitations to it.
I mean, it's better than a disc, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, with all these companies now going digital and stuff, you think of like all the PC games
Yeah.
you're downloading now that aren't tied to having to fit on one single thing.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like I kind of like physical for the resale aspect, which you don't get digitally. Yes. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I totally agree. I think a physical game should be a luxury and not like the norm. And I think you should pay extra to have it physical, because it seems weird that it's the same price to own a physical game, or often cheaper because of reselling.
Yes, yeah, because you're not gonna, unless you're getting it when it comes out straight away.
Yeah, like digital games should be cheaper.
It's get a third party.
Yeah, there's no overhead behind a digital game other than server hosting. So it's like you can literally print copy. Like you don't do anything. You just give someone code. There's nothing. Why is that often more expensive than actually producing a physical product with an environmental impact and stuff? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think physical games should still exist, but as a luxury item. And I'd probably still end up getting them because yeah, you can resell them. But yeah. Someone said Blood Bowl for Switch, remembering Blood Bowl on DS. It's got to be better. Yeah. I imagine it will be.
I'm going to pick it up on Switch.
Oh, 100%. I definitely will.
I think just being able to have it in handheld is amazing.
Yeah.
Like for that, and it's not a game really where I care about the graphics.
Oh no, definitely. And like what we've seen, it doesn't look that much of a huge upgrade from Blood Bowl 2, and Blood Bowl 2 will run on Switch, definitely.
How old is it now?
Yeah.
It's probably not saying a lot, is it?
Yeah, that's true.
We love Nintendo.
Gwent is just as good on Switch though. That's all I ever did in The Witcher 3 anyway. I'll take your Witcher gameplay and you can take my Gwent gameplay because I'm not a fan of Gwent. It's just it's purely the fact that I'm terrible at it. No, I don't like it. I like it as a card game. I just not good at Gwent. It's pretty cool that like the mini game for The Witcher is a fully fledged like tabletop card game, which they then made into a standalone game because it's deep enough. I wish I could get as smooth layers, Jabano. And hi, Rev Timothy Hafner. Honestly, these layers aren't actually that smooth. I'd say that the pants are looking pretty good, but I kind of didn't want them to be too smooth. I wanted this to be a bit smoother, I'll be honest. But yeah, again, I might just turn this into a stripe. Then it doesn't matter. But but thank you. I think it's just I don't really know. It's just sort of using the right consistency for the paint. I don't think there's really a one answer to like this is how thin paint should be to smooth it out. I think generally you just sort of like stick it on the model, and if it's too much, I get some water and smooth it out, and then just keep trying until you get used to the paint, because every paint's different. Cop out.
Cop out answer.
Yeah, it's a cop out answer. I just don't really have an answer to it. I don't know. It's just practice, I guess. I still don't think I'm that good a painter. I think I'm okay. But stuff to improve. Always stuff to improve. The colour scheme, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just sort of going with it. I know I wanted maroon and blue, so skin is experimental. Yeah, it's a really cool model to paint though. Very much enjoying it. I think strength 4 is the sweet spot for painting Blood Bowl.
Yeah, some nice models, isn't there? Strength 4.
Yeah, they've always got good solid like poses, good sturdy surfaces. Lizard men, Black Orcs, Chaos Warriors. Really nice pastel colours, says Humorous Milk. Thank you. That's all I know how to paint. I'm scared of saturation, basically. Timothy got a box of these yesterday. Awesome. Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Building them yet?
Milo said, miss your final ability job later hand. Yeah, I've got a couple to hand. I've got on this chap. Yeah, got these done. They came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. Very much looking forward to.
How's Yoga doing?
Yeah, I got a bit burnt out on him. I'll come back to him. I've got him. He's I don't really know what to do. But he's getting there. He's getting there.
So what's the kind of extra challenge with him then? Because is he not just a fairly similar, bigger player?
He is. He's just got.
In terms of the colours you're using.
Yeah, he's just got different types of armor, really.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to make him a little bit dirtier because the others are like really super clean, but he's an ogre and he's in charge. I don't think he'd care.
Gets his hands dirty.
Yeah, exactly. He just needs some more work, I think. I think he needs some more highlights and stuff.
Fair enough.
I can only paint metallics because I'm a smooth brain. Hey, metallics are good. There was another, I'm going to bring him up again, Marco Frassoni. He did a Warcry team in purely metallics, which looked awesome. It's about like glazing different colors over a metallic, and it just looks so cool. It's like all chrome effect and stuff.
Hang on a sec.
That's right. Is that 2mm grass on the nobles? I think so. I think I actually got given this bag of static grass, but yeah, it's just 2mm static grass. I think it looks 2mm. Definitely not 4. So nice work, thank you. Do you glaze a lot for your effects? I try. I'm still pretty new to glazing in general. So basically, a lot of these projects, I'm trying to do it more just to get better at it because I think it's a cool technique that works really well.
Someone's talking asleep. Always a relief.
Yeah. Children sound scary. Just always something wrong.
Yeah. Nah. They have their upsides, I'm told.
To be fair, they do sound hilarious.
Nah, they are good. Sounds silly to say, but just the fact that they're little people is very entertaining.
Yeah. Like sort of stumbling their way through learning life.
Absolutely, yeah. Right, I think I'm finished.
Gonna pop up a pic. I'll get put it up on stream.
Yeah, hang on a sec. Well, I say I'm finished. I haven't finished the base room. I'll put the transfer on.
It doesn't count.
Let's see if I can get one.
Although that being said, I think a base room is often like one of the biggest improvements you can make to a model. So I don't know if you find that. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like just paint the rim and it suddenly looks done. Let me know where you post it and I'll grab it.
Do you want me to just put it in the group?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Just find the best one. So the lighting is particularly amazing.
That's alright. Oh, that looks awesome. Okay. Love this game. Okay, we're just gonna grab a picture of Ian's nobility and stick on stream and scrutinize it.
Yeah, don't look at the eyes. Still not happy with those, but we'll live with them for now. Can always go back.
Here we go. That looks proper neat. Wow. Is there? Did you take inspiration from any of like the Empire? Any of the Empire areas?
Yeah. So Talabheim, which is the
Okay.
So these are the Talabheim Twitchers.
Nice.
So I'm gonna lean into the feathers, and all the feathers are gonna be based around real birds.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So we've got this one has got a tawny owl and a blue jay.
Very cool.
So I'm just gonna mix those up.
They look proper good. Very natural.
The models really, really help. Those feathers take washes so well.
They do, don't they?
It's literally just wash and dry brush on those.
Wow.
Like, with a bit of base colour, but
Yeah. Is this like a blue you've got on here? Is it like a sort of brown and a blue?
yeah, so it's Sotek green, which is my favourite blue randomly. Such a weird. And then just so basically one of the feathers, the brown one is kind of Rakath flesh based, so it's got that more browny tone, and the other one is Celestra grey based, so it's a bit more bluey grey.
Nice.
Then just
very, very, very clean. Yeah. The skin tone is fantastic as well. After I struggled for hours on the stream today, get the skin tone.
It's bit lumpy because I've done and redone it again, but a bit of varnish will hopefully settle out.
Yeah. That's awesome. Buffsky said, great job, Ian.
Thank you very much.
Daniel Brett says, my days, you boys make my painting look garbage. Nah, painted is better than unpainted, and that's the only two states that model exists in. So, the other idea is great, says Tim.
I kind of have a bit too much time on my hands in the day with looking after the kids, so often find myself with strange rabbit hole projects.
Got your bird watching guide open.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I've been trying to look for some interesting feathers.
Yeah.
Pheasants have got quite a few to offer.
They are beautiful birds, aren't they? Like, they're dumb as anything,
yes.
But they look good.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it on, but I'd love to try a peacock feather.
Someone said that early morning on the 24-hour stream, which is like, I should do a peacock feather. And I was just like, oh, that's a great idea. And then I googled it. I'm just like, yeah, no, it's 6 a.m.
Or you just like, this is a peacock feather from its stomach.
Yeah,
it's just like a blue one.
Yeah.
They didn't say it had to be a tail feather, did they?
Yeah, brilliant. And Tim says, and great taste. The pheasant. They look great and taste great.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever had pheasant.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm not New Forest enough, I think.
No, that's that. Depends. Obviously, depends how rotten you like it. Some people leave them, pick the maggots out.
Lovely.
That sort of taste. I've had quite a bit of rabbit and pigeon, and that's all nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite tame.
I don't think I've ever had any game other than like venison. Genuinely, I don't think I've ever even had rabbit.
It's good.
I think we used to breed them, so it feels a bit bad. They're like pets to me.
It's alright. An invasive species.
Yeah, that's true.
You're doing wildlife a favour.
Yeah. Might be like, if you want to go like ethical meat eating, it's actually a game is pretty good. Sustainable.
Yeah, definitely.
Only had wild. There's
What,
Tim.
rabbit?
I assume more pheasant.
As opposed to hutch.
Yeah. God. Sneak into your neighbour's garden. Cara Nash says kangaroo is good. Pretty cheap in Australia. You can get it from all the supermarkets. Wow.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even know that was common. I knew it could be eaten in Australia, but I thought it was like specialty.
I think I've maybe had a kangaroo jerky before.
Yeah.
That rings a bell. It's something I tried back in the day.
So I went to this one restaurant. It was like a sort of like a southern US style restaurant, and yeah, I had these delicious things. They were called buffalo wings. And see, now they taste a lot like chicken, and I didn't even know that a buffalo had wings, but yeah, they're really good.
Right.
There are no
predators.
oh, sorry, Carol.
I did my final teaching placement. I did in like inner city London.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's really like a really good experience. But they had some amazing like markets and stuff out there. So and the teacher whose class I was with was South African. So kind of when I left, I went to this because she really liked all biltong and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went to this South African store and just bought out loads of crazy cool biltong and jerky and all sorts of stuff.
Love it.
It was brilliant. Really nice.
One of them was kangaroo.
Yeah. Now, where have I put my transfers?
There's no predators for them other than wild dogs, so calls are required. Is that? Oh, kangaroos. Oh wow. Fair.
Yeah, I mean, Rick has told some horror stories. They sound like they're a bit of a menace on the roads.
How come?
So,
like surely they
big creatures.
Yeah, but it just seems weird that they've gotten to the point where they're like overpopulated. Are they just too large?
Well, I guess maybe people have settlers killed out all their natural predators and things.
Yeah, probably. Don't really know about the anthropology of Australia. Like, what's the background, the native species and stuff. The droughts come and they starve and die in great numbers. Well, then it's just barbecue season, isn't it?
Well, they come cooked as well.
Oh, no. Mila says, do you guys do the paint store on a regular basis? I stream, I assume every Thursday we're playing along. Yeah, I would like to. I'm gonna try and do that because Thursday seems like a pretty good day for me. So that is the idea. Is that this will become a regular Thursday thing?
That'd be cool. And I genuinely have nothing better to do, so if I can get a camera set up as well,
that would be great.
You know.
Yeah. So yeah, should be same time next Thursday because I'll probably wrap up very shortly. Actually, didn't quite get this guy done, but got him pretty close.
I'm gonna leave the transfer off and just get a decent photo of her, probably.
Yeah. Car versus kangaroo, car right off.
Yeah. So. Right, I'm probably gonna duck out now then.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna wrap up the stream too, I think.
Cool. See you later, guys.
Cheers having you on. Your model looks great, Ian. So yeah.
Thank you.
Look forward to next week.
Next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
With some more.
Definitely.
Yeah. See you later. Bye.
All right. Bye bye. Wombats are worse. They're really dense and trash larger vehicles too. Wow. What size is a wombat? I don't think I can picture how big they are. I can picture what they look like, but not their size. What time is it there? It's currently 20 to 11 p.m. See you later, Daniel. Karnash, thanks. No worries. Milo, new box Necro built, just need to paint now. Yeah, and they are jolly fun to paint. As always, you know, Games Workshop models are just great. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night on that. He's coming together pretty nicely. Nice purple tones in the skin. It's pretty dark and menacing scheme, I think. Kind of compared to the more cartoonish of these guys. Yeah, that's the size comparison. They're quite big guys, these flesh golems. Yeah, kind of all that's left to do really is the metal. I'll probably do another gritty, dark metal. I think I'll do a really like weathered metal on these. I'll do this strap weathered. And then, yeah, the bit on his toe. I may try and weather these as well, because I think that could look pretty good. But I won't do too much like rusting on them, just to let the blue shine through, because it's team colours. Cool colours, great friend there. Thank you, Tim. Alright. Cheers for joining the stream, guys. Oh, wait, rusted wood, orange blue con. Yeah, rusted wood actually look good. Okay, I'll be sparing with the rust though. I don't want the orange to take over. Do it in like the recesses, I think. Yes. Anyway, I will wrap up the stream. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, hobby on. Look forward to seeing your stuff in Work in Progress Wednesday. If you want to submit it to that, we can have a look and Ben will talk about it, which is awesome. And then we'll bring it up on stream the next day. So, see you next week, guys. Bye bye.